Welcome to another Michigan football show. I'm Bryn Mickle, back from the dead.
And I'm Aaron McMahon.
Big question this week after the beatdown of Minnesota. Is this a mirage?
We'll see. You know, the last couple of weeks, the quality of opponent hasn't been the best. Obviously with Rutgers and Minnesota. Golden Gophers' run defense was pretty good coming in. And I think Michigan's running game excelled. You know, they put things together. Rushed for obviously a season high 371 yards. I think this running game has turned a corner. It was something that, you know, beginning of the season they weren't getting a ton out of. You get a good game from Ty Isaac here and there. Karan Higdon would peak. Chris Evans had one good game early on. Now I think they're putting it together consistently. They've got two consistent backs in Karan Higdon. Chris Evans has come on the last few weeks. Whether or not it's mirage, I think remains to be seen. I think the one thing folks aren't talking about right now is the quarterback play. You know, Brandon Peters hasn't done a lot, but he's been effective in what he's done. That means no turnovers, no interceptions, no fumbles, and that's something we saw early on so often with Wilton Speight and John O'Korn. They would throw an interception, they would fumble the football. You haven't gotten it yet with Peters, and I think that's what has made this offense so sustainable up to this point.
Right, but when you get to the tougher opponents, your Wisconsin, your Ohio State, aren't they just going to load up the box and dare Peters to beat them?
They might, and you've seen a little bit already, but I think the difference between Peters and an O'Korn or Speight is he's done a good job of recognizing the blitzes and the pressure coming at him. He's gotten out of the pocket, he's thrown it away. My only concern at this point is the lack of reps he's gotten. He hasn't seen a ton of defenses yet. Defenses haven't seen a lot of him. I think the more he plays, the more film that will be studied on him. And we haven't really, like I mentioned, we haven't really seen him make a mistake either. How is he going to respond after he throws that first interception? Because you know he's going to at some point.
That could come this weekend, right? I mean, he's got a big test. He's going on the road against Maryland. It's going to be his first road start. What are we looking at there?
Yeah, Maryland's defense isn't as good as maybe some folks maybe expect. DJ Durkin, obviously the former defensive coordinator at Michigan, is the head coach there. You'd think they'd be a good defensive team. So far, they've struggled. I don't think this Michigan offense has a problem moving down the field on Saturday. Now, whether that comes in the passing game or the running game remains to be seen. I suspect you'll see Jim Harbaugh lean on Peters a little bit more. This is a perfect opportunity. I think they'll probably turn to Karan Higdon early on. If he's able to bust some big plays like he did against Minnesota, Michigan will likely ride the run game as well.
Yeah, I think this is a statement game for Michigan. I mean, I think this is their chance to put Wisconsin and Ohio State on notice that they're not going to roll over and play dead. I'm going to predict Michigan going 45-10 in this one.
I don't think Michigan will give up that many points. I think Maryland will get on the board, but they're working with a fourth-string quarterback at this point, a walk-on. So I don't think they'll be able to move the football a ton. I'm going Michigan 38, Maryland 3.
Well, thanks for joining us on another Michigan football show. We'll be back next week when we look at Wisconsin.